Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, howdy, nice to meet you. My name is Sani E.D of the Sopang, class English Education K1, student ID 20030500066. So this journal assignment is given by lecturer Muhammad Chandra, SPD, MED. The journal title is Speaking for Academic Purpose, course an analysis of language function. This journal created by Sebastianus Mango and Made Budiarsa, I Made Swastra and Ni Ayonyoman Padma Dewi. Now we going the first is this is cues by the prime priority of the student who want to study English in order to be able to use English for communicative purpose. Knowledge of a language function has a vital role in supporting a speaker to be more involved in the real interaction. The aim of this study are to identify and analyze the kinds of language function and how they are used in the speaking for academic purpose course. So, speaking for academic purpose course. Okay, but first this is my outline about this journal. I has made it to be effective. First is speaking for academic purpose course. The learning outcome of informal speaking is student or ability to speak English at the pre-intermediate level in informal instruction settings. Formal speaking encourages students to be able to speak English in the formal interaction settings. The speaking for academic post students are boosted to speak English at the advanced level fluently, certainly and acceptably be using a several of language function in the formal activities. This result merely focuses on the speaking for academic post. The understanding of language function can motivate, involve, and help students to think and learn decide on this advanced outcome. In the exhibiting the learning outcome of speaking for academic course, a speaker should understand micro and macro skill of speaking itself. So we're going to language functions. Knowledge of the language function is the belief as a strong basis for a speaker to achieve his or her speaking ability. Brown said the prime function of a language function is to know that all which want to be active to the language, for example, expression, asking, responding, greetings, saying farewell, and so forth. Now the population of the research was 1996 students from two classes who evaluated in speaking for academic post course at the English Department of Universities Catholic Indonesian Santun Paulus. Rating close the data collection was taken during each meeting from October-December 2018, and the only language function just address of the responder were analyzed. So in this my presentation, I will not give you the conversation, but I will discuss. I will give what should it must be the conversation is. First is interactive function. Now we're going to interactive function. Okay, the aim of this function is the interaction between participants. The data below were taken from the first and second speaking exercise about religion, tolerance, and tenacious lifestyle topic, which answered by 5 participants. The conversation at first exercise about continued interest language function between Maria and Yuve, which has been attended in the greeting portion from hello and good morning, answered by Maria to begin his conversation to Yuve. The data from the first up the data is to 6 a start were obtained from the learning process of English for academic post course. This function can be run infallibly if a speaker and intellectual student the circumstances that allow them to interact. They have further described that interested function enable speaker can interact with their intercultural and sharing their ideas, collaborate on how they will accomplish their tasks, and use language to maintain conversation. Language variants such as formal, informal at the first exercise, for instance, at the third exercise, another function could be used in running pleasant interaction. Now we're going to implement informative function. Experiencing function refers to conveying the intention or speaking, which generally implemented in the daconative form. The data flow as an example of experience function, which was done by participants as at speaking exercise of speaking for academic or schools. The above data indicates speaks with wish toward intercultural strategy in keeping her health. The sentence used in the interrogative form, that is, do you have special entertainment to keep you healthy that younger that you are? This sentence indicates to the interrogative function and conferring the speaker's wish, nor the respond with so interrogative sentence, that is, well, are you serious? Then answer by Homer with the current sentence, yes, of course, or I'm serious. So we go into manipulative function. This function refers to the explaining function that a speaker is asked to be able to manipulate his or her language in the cuisine. The following data below indicate the implementation of manipulative function. Indeed, the function of this sentence only on to maintain positive image of his fluency and topic knowledge. The implementation of the manipulative function as stated in their strategy by conversation that at the containing of the set speaking is in the flow. Now we go into motivation function. Motivation function is frequently used by participants in a number of speaking exercises and speaking for academic purposes. The following data indicate the implementation of motivation function as described below. Eva used the purport interrogative sentence. The data is, version is, can you start to present your idea? Although there is no written to discuss, there was limitation of difficult when Delphiani delivered her idea. Delphiani asked to Thomas by using sentence any comment, and Thomas answered, no thanks you, no thank you. The Delphina gives chance to Thomas to deliver his knowledge about to some topic by using motivate interest. Now, the above data indicate the implementation of motivate function as produced by Jacob and Agnes. Jacob praises Elizabeth by using a sentence, well done Elizabeth. Likewise, Agnes and for Elizabeth presentation by using the sentence, excellent presentation Elizabeth. Although there was still found the limitation of plans when Elizabeth delivered her idea, Elizabeth produced a lot cause of giving data deserved. Now enough with the data result conversation. Now we're moving to the directive function. Directive function is a frequently used by participants in their English speaking exercises. We need to promote respect the divinity of the religion collaboration. For example of the data is the above data show that Maria is asking you his opinion on the topic they are discussing by using modal words. In the sentence, will you give me your opinion on the regional tolerance, which the usage of the modal curve or word in the policy that can or will. As the data started, it might be conclude that directive function aim to make the intercultural does something wished by speaker effects that hearers comprehend. So we are moving to conclusion. The conclusion is the prime function of a language in an everyday context is concurrent broadly with the social life. There is interdependently between function of a language and the human's life. There are 5 types of a language function, using a sundry of exercise at the speaking for academic course, such as interactive function, informative, manipulative, motivative, and directive function. Thank you for my มา